So, what if I told you that you already have a kind of communication superpower? Seriously, it's something you use every single day, it costs you absolutely nothing, and it can completely change how people see you and, more importantly, how they remember you. We're talking about the simple, incredible power of using someone's name.
You know, Dale Carnegie absolutely nailed this decades ago. He said a person's name is the sweetest sound in any language. Just think about that for a second. It's like this personal, unique frequency that just cuts right through all the other noise around us. And that one simple idea, well, it's the foundation for everything we're about to get into.
You know that feeling, right? You're at a party or a networking event, you're talking, you're trying to engage, but you feel totally invisible. Like you're a ghost. Your conversations just aren't landing. It's a horrible feeling, but it's also incredibly common. But what if the fix was surprisingly simple?
To really get what I'm talking about, let's follow a quick story about a guy named Alex. Now, Alex is smart, he's got great ideas, but at these big events, he just wasn't making any kind of impact. He was falling into a really common trap, one that I think a lot of us know all too well.
See, Alex's problem was that he would talk at people, but he wasn't really connecting with anyone. His approach was just generic. His energy was kind of flat, and his results, well, they were basically zero. People were polite, sure, but he was completely forgettable. The second he walked away, that connection, whatever it was, just vanished into thin air.
But then, Alex tried something a little different. A really small tweak that, honestly, changed everything. He discovered a simple superpower that let him build instant rapport and actually make his conversations memorable. And the best part? It's something you can start using literally today. So what was this big secret? It was this simple. Look on the left. That's a great idea. You know, it's fine. It's a positive thing to say. But now look at the right. That's a great idea, Sarah. That one little word changes everything. It's not just a generic compliment floating in the air anymore. It's personal. It tells Sarah, hey, I see you. I heard you. This is for you.
And look, this isn't just about being nice. There's real science backing this up. An fMRI study actually found that when we hear our own name, it literally lights up the reward and attention centers in our brain. It's like a neurological shortcut that instantly tells our brain, whoa, pay attention, this is important. It is a direct hack into someone's focus and trust.
Okay, but here's the crucial part. This is not about just peppering someone's name into every other sentence. That just sounds weird, maybe even a little creepy. The real power comes from using it strategically. Timing is absolutely everything. So let's break down the key moments where it has the biggest impact.
Think of it like this. There are 5 high-impact moments. Right at the start of a conversation for instant rapport, just before you make a key point to make sure it really lands. You can use it to gently pull someone who's distracted back into the conversation when you're saying thank you to make it feel really genuine, and, of course, at the very end, to leave a warm, lasting impression.
And here, let's make this even more practical with a little cheat sheet. You can see all those key moments laid out right here. Grabbing attention, adding emphasis, re-engaging, and closing strong. Let's just take that re-engagement one. Atul, your view on this. It's such a polite but super effective way to bring someone's focus back without being pushy. This table right here, that's your roadmap.
Okay, I know what some of you are probably thinking right now. Isn't this going to sound kind of awkward or manipulative? And you know what? That's a totally valid concern. If you do it poorly, it can definitely backfire. But the key is to be authentic and natural about it, not robotic. And here is exactly what we mean. On the left, you've got this clunky overuse. Tom, I see your point, but Tom, what if we... It sounds like a bad sales script from the 90s. But look at the right. It's smooth. It's strategic. Tom, I see your point. What if we try another approach? Just one name, right at the start, to make that connection. That's all you need.
So how do you make sure you stay on the right side of that line? A few key tips. First, keep your tone relaxed. Match their formality. If they introduce themselves as Jonathan, you stick with Jonathan. Don't just jump to John. The biggest rule of all is quality over quantity. Use their name sparingly, but make it count. And of course, always be mindful of cultural norms.
All right, we've gone over the why, the when, and the how. Now it's time for the fun part, turning all this knowledge into a real-world habit. Let's put together your action plan.
So here it is. I'm giving you a simple 3-day mini challenge to try this out for yourself. Day 1, just focus on using 5 different names in your conversations and meetings. And just watch, observe how people react. Day 2, practice your timing. Try to use a name at the beginning, before a key point, and at the end of 3 different conversations. And finally, Day 3, take it digital. Use an app mention with a specific question on Slack or Teams, and just see what happens to your engagement.
Let's end on this final thought. If you only take one thing away from this, please let it be this. Using someone's name isn't a trick. It's not a manipulation technique. It is a fundamental act of acknowledgement. It's how we say, I see you, I hear you, you matter. And in a world where everyone is just fighting for a little bit of attention, a single, well-placed name might just be the most powerful connection tool we have.